So 45%. We'll keep tabs on that dahil she's having a field day today
Yeah.
on the attack.
But the supporting cast has to be there for Letran. After Nitura, it's Padilla, their middle with 4 points. Sa San Beda naman, si Bachar with 4, Molina with 3.
First time that I've seen Chanel Bachar play with so much force. Ito, full swing yung mga palo. Kasi si Angel, sanay na tayo. Si Bachar, medyo timid minsan pumalo. Pero ngayon, weapons free.
And she's showing us that she is embracing this opportunity to play in the semifinals. Walang kaba. She is just playing her game. And she's smiling a lot. What a pace after that service error. Now, for the Letran Lady Knights, well, this is not really an unfamiliar situation for them. In a few games, you know, they've dropped the first set. So this is a team that knows how to respond. After San Beda beat them in the first set, in their first meeting, they responded with 3 straight set wins, Coach Hammer, and all double-figure wins.
Yep. And then they're a team that is built to win a championship this season 101.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted, don't get it wrong. Their firepower is yung second 6 nila pwede maging first 6 ng ibang team. Ganun kalalim itong team ng Letran. So they just need to get going, especially this lady.
Yeah. Si Vanessa Sari, no? She has been playing through that shoulder injury all season long. Sari sends it outside, but towards the end of the classification round, parang lumabas ulit yung season 100 the Vanessa Sari na kilala natin. And here she is. That one was slightly deflected. Kat Molina. Back to San Beda's side. Quick attack, saved by Silva. Vanette will get another attempt. Easy up. Nat. Back to Vanette. Bounced off the net. Molina from the other side. Silva again tracks it down. Leonelin. Doesn't work. Back row, off speed. Judiel with a counter strike. Back row again was Angel. Regalo para kay Jermaine Juniega.
First point from a middle blocker, if I'm not mistaken. Juniega, grabe hinihingan sila ng depensa. Yun lang yung binibigay nila.
Yeah.
Pero dito, binigyan ng opportunity. Perfect gift on a Sunday para kay Juniega. Tsaka grabe yung tinatrabaho niya. Talagang she travels with the attackers.
Yeah. Padilla could not answer. Habakon from behind again. Sari, this is too tight. So she had to make something out of it. Oh, long ball for Kat Molina. 5-1 start for the San Beda Lady Red Spikers. That triggers a Letran timeout.
Natalie said Sabat. You know that. Why, again, I ask you one time, go behind. Again, you bring Palang front for double block. Bring her behind. She spiked to the block, 1 against 1. Next one, she will kill. Huh? Come on. Vanessa.
Ano gagawin natin pag di tayo nakapunto? Mag-isip tayo, huwag puro palo. Tara, kaya pa yan.
Again, that's combined instructions from consultant Alexi and Lara May Silva, who is asking her teammates to be wiser on the attempts, you know, especially when it comes to reading San Beda's defense. 5-1. Now, we'd consider this as an unfamiliar situation for Letran already. Juniega. Byong. Estrelier goes to Vanette, and Sari drills this one in.
Finally, a powerful clean hit for Vanessa Sari right here on that open area. Medyo late yung depensa ni Espina. Kulang ng kaunti sa kanan.
By the way, Panangin is now in the ball game, replacing Yen Martin. So switch up right now in the spiker position for Coach Mayeth. Ooh, this is tight joust. Went back to San Beda's side. Molina. They get the touch.
There.
Molina scores.
Check the check. On that hit, sexy. Veterano eh. You need a veteran stabilizer. Even if it's not high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
High floor, low ceiling. Stable. Stable third attacker.
I kinda get why she was coming off the
Oo.
bench in the classification round. Kasi yan yung regular bunot off the bench ni Coach Kung Fu as Nitura goes too strong on this cross-court hit. Oh yeah, that was outside. Oh, this is gonna be challenged though. Not anymore. Okay. So 6-2. So yeah, it was challenged on the ball in, ball out, but we saw it from the initial replay that it's clearly outside. So that means San Beda will grab their biggest lead, 7-2. Letran is a little bit shaken up. Kat Molina, solid in the first unit. One of the ates of this team. Sharp serve unleashed. Sari through the blockers. And this is now the Vanessa Sari that
Yep.
we know, Coach.
Ito kailangan niyang gawin. I mean, they've been keying on Vanny. Kailangan niyang basagin na lang ng basagin yung depensa.
She definitely has the power. Sari will now be coming from behind as the server. Sharp serve at that. Ooh! Mistimed by Juniega on the jump. Yeah. So 4-7. This is giving life to Letran. Cutting the lead down to 3. Espina, pinabawi, but Silva was right there to pick it up. Flores on the other side. Habakon, Panangin, back row attack. And here's Espina, brings it over to Habakon. The blockers were established already. Pachar swings away from behind the line. It is 8-4 in favor of the San Beda Lady Red Spikers. Let's go to this quick break. On the other side, we'll hear from our courtside reporter, Fatima Reyes.
Quick reminder for our audience, please turn off your flash.
Tuloy-tuloy ang NCAA Season 101 Women's Volleyball action dito sa Strike Gymnasium. And now for the side of the Lady Knights, they are reminded to turn that pressure into inspiration. And after that set one, it looks like that pressure was holding the team's usual game. Kaya naman in the huddle, team captain Lara Silva stepped up, reminding the girls to move. Ito na daw yung literal na moment para isa puso na bawal sila mag-relax. Buong atensyon daw nila pinaghandaan ang San Beda, lalo na ang Habakon at Bachar tandem. Pero parang ito pa raw mismo ang nawawala. Kaya in this set, they are expected to shake off the unnecessary pressure and to bring back their A-game like their past 13 wins. Balik sa inyo, Martin and Coach Hammer.
Maraming salamat, Fatima Reyes. 2 straight finals appearances for the Letran Lady Knights. They have to go back there, Coach Sammer. Go back to that core. You know, they are a winning team and they know how to get to the promised land.
And this team, everybody has, for the most part, yung nasa rotation nila has finals experience.
That's right. Let's see how they'll respond here. Down by 3. Kanina pumunto si Nitura. Flores will bring it back to Angel, who was shut down by Letran.
And good defense there by Letran, roofing Angel Habacon. It's been quite quiet here in the second set. Great defense by Judiel Nitura. Haba din ang arms kasi ni Nitura, mahaba yung braso niya. So, athletic na mahaba yung braso. So, advantage talaga on the net. Mas attacker ba? Athlete eh.
That's right. Caballero. Nabigyan ng bola doon. Eto si Habacon. Sarado pa rin ang pintuan. Back set this time for Bachar. And Letran keeps it alive. Sari had to ad-lib. Flores with the save. Back to Bachar they go. Nanderman si Estrelier. Panangin. This is too tight. Habacon. Oh! It drops in for Habacon.
Good placement hit by Angel Habacon. She tried breaking down the ball. Moved back a little bit on the ad-lib. Look at this off-speed hit right at the middle of that campfire.
Angel. And that's very admirable, Coach Hammer. Right in the middle of that intense rally, she was able to read that defense quickly and decide on her attempt. This went across.
The overreaching.
Error on Letran, 10-6 now for San Beda. Coach Kung Fu has done wonders as a head coach. His first year in the NCAA. Cross court, absorbed by Espina. Sari. Here's Panangin. She will try. Good reaction from Molina, but nobody getting the second ball from the red shirts.
And a little bit of miscommunication there. Second error on miscommunication. Kanina on the setup job kay Joniega. Dito yung second ball, it was popped up. But nag-hesitate si Espina dahil hindi na niya zone. Ando dun, dalawa. Eh si Bachar nag-step back na, kumuha na ng buwelo.
Faulty first ball. And this is a chance ball given out to Letran. Running attack. And Jade Esar connects.
So you know what they would be running when he's in front. Pag Padilla, alam mo na yung run. Pag si Sari nasa left side, Nitura will be very effective pag nanditong side. So nakikita mo na yung mga patterns ng coaches. Kung sino yung nasa wing, na attacker ng San Beda, pinupuntahan nila. Pero ngayon, binabari na rin. Pag nasa backside si Habacon, pinupuntahan pa rin.
Erin Navarro just went to the ball game. Service ace from the league's #1 server, Judiel Nitura.
And I think this is the first year that we've seen Juday really get it all together. Na yung laro niya na pagdikit-dikit na niya consistently throughout the games. Eh, ganoon naman talaga sa college. Kaya lang nabate.
Hindi na ako yun.
Take one for the team.
But what she's doing in season 101, Coach Hammer, MVP caliber. Ito. You know, she has net defense, serving. Her attacks have been very efficient per game. But right now, the lead is with San Beda. What an angle taken by Panangin. Oh, she's provided a spark off the bench.
Much needed. Those minutes, kay Gia Makilang yan eh. So ngayon, yung mga makukuha nilang bonus points from the lady filling in for Gia, bonus points yan. Especially now, dikit yung laban natin. It's a big lift for their squad.
You guys are wondering kung nasaan po si Gia Makilang, not playing today with a knee issue as Erin Navarro does her business at the net.
Bart, remember I told you this in the first game of their Mapua series. Navarro, Molina, and Castillo. Three ladies who have been there for the past years na nagsastruggle ng San Beda. given an opportunity now to be the veterans.
Yeah.
So importante yung mga ibibigay nila, hindi lang puntos, pero yung effort.
Good intention from Isar. Nat takes it herself. Estrelier sets up Sari, who was denied. A kill block from San Beda on Vanessa Sari.
And how about this? Half of that point, credit natin kay Junyega dahil ang mga hits talaga ni San, her pet hit is that cross-court down the line. Kasi loaded siya pumalo. Madalang na madalang mo siya makita diretso down the line. Either babasagin niya yung depensa or cross-court siya na mahaba. So importante talaga, grabe yung tinatrabaho ng mga middle blockers. They travel with the hitters.
Nasarado ni
Oo.
Junyega yun, ano?
Unsung.
Wow!
Great read.
A nonchalant 1-2 play from Junyega as we see here, Gia Makilang. You know, they're hoping to get her back in game number 2. NCAA Beach Volleyball champ and MVP plus Rookie of the Year.
To serve, last
At iba rin yung binibigay na kalibre ng isang Gia Makilang
Of course.
when she's on the court.
Super athlete.
Yeah.
Tsaka,
Wow! Service ace! San Beda.
third one on this set, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken. Third or fourth one. Just in this set.
Yeah. Isar targeting Habakon. And Jade Isar is able to give them the point and cut the lead down to 1. Another sharp serve. Better pickup though. Molina! Off the block.
substitution, Lady Red Spikers.
San Beda restores the lead with this delivery from Kat Molina, Gracie Hiponia, and Bing De La Cruz. Double sub from Coach Kung Fu.
And this has been the rotation here for Coach Kung Fu. Giving a spell kay Bachar at kay Espina. So tighter rotation for Coach Kung Fu.
Colendra off speed. Track down. Molina will attempt. Tumayaw sends it to Vane. Vane is denied.
And Ping De La Cruz stepping up big time. Twice in this ball game, she is inserted, providing impactful effect.
Yeah.
Tulad nito, nakakuha siya ng kill block kanina. Dumidikit yung Letran, she was able to get an attack. So, crucial subs there for Coach Kung Fu. Sa kabila naman, their secondary setter, getting a lot of quality, giving a lot of quality para dito kay Coach Mayet.
Kasi Tumayaw.
Oo.
Set papunta kay Colendra. But again, net activity, net defense has been present for the Lady Red Spikers. Their last 2 points are off kill blocks. Let's go to this timeout. The lead is back to 4, and it is a 3-0 counter run by San Beda. This is Michael Ver Comaling, gold medalist in the Southeast Asian Games on pentathlon. And po siya po ang sports director ng Bacoor City.
One of the more difficult things to master. 5 events.
Tough luck, man.
Oo.
Yeah. And you have to train all of those
Oh yeah,
events, coach.
exactly.
Right? Kaya mahirap talaga.
Yan ang tsaka iba-ibang discipline yan.
Yeah.
Iba-ibang discipline.
Nakausap ko siya, you know, he is in the middle of the
Preparation.
qualifiers right now, hoping to qualify for the Asian Games, which is happening later on this year. Nishet Colendra, in the meantime, ends that San Beda run with his power hit. And she's the Molina version of Letran. But now she's gonna go back to the bench alongside Tumayaw. Babalik na si Estrelier at
Sabi
si
ko nga,
Nitura.
sabi ko sa'yo, Bri, yung second six ng Letran pwedeng starter ng ibang team. Ganun sila kalalim.
That's right. And Martin hasn't come back.
Yeah.
Ooh. That one went straight to Estrelier. Heponya to Molina. Nitura will attempt. Going through the hands of the blockers that time. Bounce off the late coverage of Juniega. Much important, much needed rather point coming from Judiel.
Okay. Okay na yan. Basta ito. Okay? Pagkalanganin, out of system, Angel. Mira. Okay? Okay na yan. Okay, yung block nyo, para kayo mga bulate. One way. Roll. Okay? Timing versus speed. May speed dyan, wala naman kayo sa timing.
Tally right now, 2-0 run. Back-to-back points for Letran to respond to this San Beda onslaught. Banggitin ko lang yung sinasabi ni Coach na out of system. Idadali nila kay Angel. In the collegiate ranks, Coach Kung Fu is one of the best at that. Yung, you know, he's had great spikers.
For the good part of 15, 20 years that I've been watching, since I was playing, I've been watching as a fan ng volleyball. Coach Kung Fu has been one of the best coaches.
Yeah.
One of the best coaches. So yung mga out of system na yan, nakita na niya, nakita na niya yan.
And he allows his spikers to be as creative as they can. Sari, speaking of creativity, dito, this was a very straightforward point from Vanet. 17-15. Letran is trying to get over the hump. There's a 2-point barrier they can't quite penetrate, and not just yet as they commit that crucial service error.
Crucial service error.
Juniega will start. Lara May with a perfect pass. Panangin had to adjust. De La Cruz sends it away.
And this is the value naman of one of the highly recruited out of the South, si Ping De La Cruz. Very athletic, very good attacker, very young. So nakikita natin, minsan bumababa pa rin yung efficiency niya. But when she's on, she's on.
Lara, you jumping when you're receiving. Stay long, right? We need a good pass now, right? And the block and defense, ladies. Number 12, they spiking long all that. Block outs, everything. We need to be ready to defense those and block perfectly. Put the hands inside. Yeah? Come on, come on!
Ate, wait lang. Malapit na tayo.
Coach Alexi with some tweaks on that timeout as we can see the scoring sequence right now. San Beda has all the answers today. Each Letran run, may pambawi po. Etong San Beda. Kanina dalawang sunod itong Letran. Kinounter naman ang 3-1 run ng Lady Red Spikers. That's why they're ahead, 19-15.
Juniega still serving.
Juniega to serve. Wow, short serve.
Yeah, flat serve.
Judiel, blockers were established. Here's Panangin, also denied. Panangin out of system play. San Beda on the attack. Nat goes back to Panangin here. A little bit long this time. Angel will rise. Off speed is easily taken. Judiel with a swing.
Judiel Netura, still a riddle for San Beda. They've been trying to put friction on her hits, but too loaded. para dito kay Judel Nitura, and you have to go to her. They can't stop Nitura right now since the first set, so you have to go to her.
That's true. And this is a faulty first ball. Oh, Angel crashing into the net. So back-to-back points for the Letran Lady Knights. We'll see if this time around.
Tsaka ito favorable tong ano, ito mama sa antenna. Favorable tong rotation na to for both teams. Habakon on the open side, Nitura on the open side. So their ace attackers are on those sides.
That's
It's up to the setters.
to find them. Yeah.
Spam, 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 spam the attackers.
Leonelyn Padilla to start. Padilla, 18 aces in the classification round. That's number 5 in the league. Here's De La Cruz. Nat to the middle. Isar is checked. Judel. Flores was able to get there. Oh, De La Cruz puts it down.
Stepping up big time. Percentage attack for Ping De La Cruz. And that's how you play your role. Hindi nila mahanap yung tertiary attacker nila. And you need to be humble enough to accept that you're coming off the bench. You started, you've been rotated throughout the season. You just need to be ready. You just need to be ready.
And Gina Espina is back on the floor after a brief rest alongside Janelle Badjar. You mentioned De La Cruz, 4 points off the bench. Quality play. Judel! Automatic today.
That's spam. And I've been saying it ad nauseum throughout our coverage. Yan ang pinaka-efficient na sagot sa problema nila. Hindi ka makakuha ng rhythm, dalhin mo dun sa gumagana. Basic.
Can't give her one blocker as well. That's on the line. You cannot doubt Judiel when she's on the service area. But we'll see. They'll challenge this one, talking about Coach Kung Fu, if it was really inside. But Judiel Nitura has carried the load for the Letran Lady Knights. And now they're back down by 2. Pero ito yung sinasabi nga natin kanina, yung parang barrier na hindi nila malusutan. Was it inside? Oh yeah.
Yeah, clearly.
On the line, on the money for Judiel. So, as I mentioned, the 2-point barrier earlier, it has now been broken. It's a 1-point game in our second set. And Judiel is still serving. You see the numbers here. 12 points already in just 2 sets. And counting. Overpass. Chance for Letran. Panangin. That one slowed down. Angel will rise. Denied. But kept in play. Estrelier to the running Isar. It's still alive. Another chance for Letran to tie. Isar. Panangin. Habakon. Gets the check. So San Beda wins the rally.
Crucial point. That was a crucial point for San Beda. Especially now that kumakatok yung Letran, nararamdaman na nila. How do you respond? Because the attackers of Letran are just waiting to be unleashed. Lalo na si Sari. Hindi siya makakuha ng rhythm dito. Nitura pa lang yung talagang gumagana.
That's true. The Knights, or the Lady Knights, are breathing down the necks of San Beda. Panangin. Good up by Molina. Badjar puts it down!
Mark, tingnan mo to sa replay. First time ko nakita si Badjar. Full swing. Watch her body. Full swing. Full rotation. First time ko siya nakita talagang pumalo ng G na G. Kasi makikita mo usually it's all arms. Ito naka-full rotate. Meron pala siya noon.
Oo nga.
Kasi sanay ka kasi Angel eh, ganun pumalo. Pero with Butchar, full swing every time.
Yeah, full commitment today from Janelle.
Uy, full commitment.
Full commitment,
Yan,
di
so,
ba? Yan Martin, by the way, is
Oo.
back on the floor, coach. Umupo muna si Panangin. Jade Isar sent over. Nat ang pumalo. Oh, Estrelier is able to score.
a little hesitation on Angel and Gina. Right there on the back line of the defense.
Let me just say this. Pag si Silva po ang nag-underhand pass,
Parang
seta
setter.
papunta. Ganun ang quality, pang
Parang
setter.
setter.
Yeah.
Pre, parang kung merong mag-MVP na defensive player, Silva.
Silva,
Siya
yeah.
talaga yung makina nung depensa ng Letran.
That's right. She's been a runaway best libero
Oo.
for the past 2 years. Judiel here from behind. Molina. Oh, overpass. Isa pang overpass. Pinalik ni Navarro.
Gotta tip your hat to the veterans of San Beda. Yung mga ate, Kat, Erin, Sheena, dun sa bench. Look at who's leading that bench. Direct, pakita niya kung sino yung #1 cheerleader. Ayun yung #5. And it's very important that you have very humble, very, ano lang eh, yung magsistabilize sa team mo ng mga veterano. Kasi meron ka ng dalawang thoroughbreds na pumapalo.
Navarro has a couple of points already. And again, she only checked in here in the second set. This is a good rally we're witnessing. Vanet will get the check ball. Vanessa Sari.
There you go again, that long cross-court hit.
But was there a touch on the net? San Beda will challenge this. What an exciting affair. Here in our first semi-final matchup. San Beda versus Letran. Well, given naman yun, that it is a rivalry game. Was there a touch on the net? As you can see Coach Kung Fu here. Had a few bumps on the road, especially in the classification round, but they're coming out of the pressure. A well-grown team. I feel like their growth was taken to a next level, Coach Hammer, after that Mapua game, as we see. The defending champions, the Benil Lady Blazers, and the Perpetual Lady Altas, who for the second time this season didn't have to travel far to get to the venue.
Oo, kasi galing din ako doon sa area nila kanina. 12 minutes lang papunta rito sa likod dumaan. Sila, diretso lang ng highway.
Ganda rin tong matchup na to sa semifinals natin. Second game po yan. Etong dalawang teams natin were 1-1 in the classification round.
Tsaka yung mga heavy hitters, pumasok.
Diyan.
Yung mga ang pwedeng ang talagang matchup doon yung Mapua San Beda. Yun yung toss-up eh. Yun talaga yung toss-up. Pero for the most part,
mga talented spikers, ano? Yeah. Although,
uy, alumni yun. May
iba rin ang
bigote.
kalibre niyan.
Doon. So, tingnan natin to.
May net touch ba? Yun ang katanungan dito.
Pero galing siya sa malayo.
Oo.
Tingnan natin on that full swing.
Okay.
Ako mukhang wala eh.
Estrelier and Isar ang nagsabay. Ito yung
Mukhang sa baba. Okay. Oh, sa crucial hit. Tingnan natin ha. Ako kasi malayo yung take-off ni Sari eh.
no net touch. So, this will be an unsuccessful challenge.
At saka ang layo ng launch pad ni Sari, even if she had long length, talagang mahaba siya pumalo eh. So she knows how to angle herself. Tsaka maganda rin yung set na malayo.
Jade Isar will serve.
Nakakuha na siya ng service ace
Kanina.
earlier in the set ha.
23-21.
Lastly, Isar.
Critical
And
point of the set.
magandang rotation din to. Nasa harap si Padilla for a quick, si Sari for a loaded hit.
Over to the other side. Bachar was rejected.
But it's the defense. It's the defense of Letran that's keeping them here.
Look at this. Leonelin Padilla getting a hand on the ball, and the lead has been chopped down to 1.
Alam mo, diretso lang. Sana niliis mo man lang. Okay?
Kaya mo yan.
Okay. Ganito, 23-22, pressure game to. Pero ginagawa na natin sa tayo. So wala nang dahilan para mag-station. Wala na. Isa't isa, lamang tayo sa bola, lamang tayo sa score. Ano pang hihingin nyo?
Palo! Palo!
Intindihan?
Ano tayo?
1-point warrior. Nasa na? Ilabas yung 1-point warrior natin.
So, yung ine-ensayo, kailangan mag-translate dito sa ating laban. This is the situation right now. Back-to-back points by Letran. And they're able to cut the lead down to a single point.
Dito papabor yung ganitong venue, no? Kasi it's louder,
Yeah.
it's tighter.
Very intimate as well.
Yep.
Yeah. Jade Isar
Lastly, is
will
Tapos para ka
start.
bang ano, no? Para kang dance battle. Kasi yung mga kalaban mo nasa taas nakatingin sa'yo pababa. Oo, di ba?
True. Lahat ng elemento nandito. Here's Beda. Molina, too strong. Was there a check? There was none. Tabla tayo. 23 all. Took Letran a while to equalize this set. But they are delivering at the right time. 3-0 run by Letran. Isar, good serve again. Espina brings it to Bachar, who sends it away. And Beda is in set point.
And Janelle Bachar fully committed this afternoon.
Hot shot, diba? And she will now serve. Faulty first ball. Here's Sari. And Sari scores!
Again, veteran smarts by Van Sari. Adjusting. Faulty first ball, no problem. Enough length. Kaya alam mo, hindi net touch yung kanina eh. Alam niya paano gumistahan siya sa net pag pumalo eh.
Coach Kung Fu visibly disappointed after that point. We need an extension here in the second set. 24. Sa 24. Estrelier will start. Angel took it herself. Molina. Silva was there. Judiel kept up. Nedura gives Letran the lead.
And that's the spot where Judel Netura will really get you points.
Yeah.
Right there on that spot. Can't score on single coverage. You can't let her attack single coverage, rather.
Tried and tested, especially in this set for Judiel. Not with another sharp serve. Bachar off the block for Bachar. So tatabla ulit tayo. Janelle Bachar. It's opposite versus opposite.
Bagay na bagay, no? Sunday matinee. First on deck.
Yeah.
Big players going for big points.
Ooh! Costly. Service error committed by Molina. The nerves are starting to come into play here. Letran is at set point. Vanessa starts. Difficult first ball here. Angel. Oh, binuhay. What an effort by Letran. But chance ball was given to the red shirts. Combination play for Angel Abacon.
Pakong-pako yung palo. Di nabuha dun sa una.
Wow. Both teams revealing the entire bag.
Yep. Wala ka nang pwedeng iuwi
Ano?
dito. Ito yung inantay mo eh. So
Ah.
bigay mo na, G na G.
26 all, mga kapuso.
Castillo serving
China
for the Lady
Castillo.
Red Spikers.
In her role as a service specialist. Netura! Ready si Bachar! Habakon! Martin! And Letran is back in front.
So Sari now breaking down the wall. Yan na lang eh. The only way is through. The only way is through. Para kaya Vanessa Sari. Alam mo, yung mga coaches sa scout eh. Alam na nila yung tendency. Si Angel, alam na nila na po-foil. Si Van sa kabila. So kailangan talaga wala. Basagin mo na.
Okay. This set has been running for 42 minutes already and counting. 1-2 play did not work. Here's the ad-lib. Beda is on the attack. Kabakon! Outside! And Letran completes the comeback in the second set to equalize the match. 28-26. Letran had to fight hard, but they're back in it. One set apiece after set number 2.
The Lady Knights take the second set with a score of 28